Are you worthy of her? Do you deserve the love she brings? All those who desire of her must desire discipline. It's a blessing to know her. All the things you can't desire don't compare to her. She's wisdom. Kings may mention of her. They wrote songs and proverbs of her. Forever she will remain. Wisdom is her name. So just meditate on the worst thing I say. Don't you know?
Shalom and welcome, Israel. You are in Esther's kitchen, and I'm Esther. Today we preserve citrus fruits. Okay, we're gonna preserve some lemons, limes, and mandarin oranges using a process called lacto-fermenting. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so for this project, you're gonna need your citrus fruits. We have all your lemons, limes, and mandarin oranges here. You're gonna need sea salt for preserving the fruits. Here we have the sea salt. You're gonna need your cutting board. I have 4 half-gallon mason jars here with the lids that we're going to use. I have my seasonings. We're going to put some seasonings in those jars, and I'll show you with the cinnamon, chili, bay leaf, thyme, and cloves. You need vinegar here, just regular white vinegar, and baking soda. This is for cleaning your fruits, your chilies, and these are the seasonings, and then a plate to do some of the work on. You want to try to get organic fruits, and if you can't, that's fine. Either way, some of these are organic, some of them are not. But what I did was I used the vinegar and baking soda and my vegetable scrubber here. And I scrubbed them really good in the baking soda and vinegar. I just did all of them like that, just in case. So, and you guys know how I do, so I do a assembly line. I'll start with the lemons. It's a few different methods, okay? Some people just cut the lemon down and leave the ends on, both ends on, and just slice it in 4 parts. I found that, I like the method of just slicing both ends off. Okay, and I'm gonna save those pieces, and then cutting them not all the way through, but 3/4 of the way through. Okay, and then that way you can open it like a flower, like that. Okay, there's not many seeds in there, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to use this plate just to have my lemon sitting in. And what you want to do is take the sea salt and put it down in the center. Okay, so you have the sea salt in the center like that. Now you want to take your mason jar, and when you preserve the lemons, you can use different types of seasoning, and you can either make it like a savory lemon preserve, or you can make it like a sweet, like a treat or a relish. So I'll probably do a couple of different methods but for right now, I'm just going to use this one method. So you want to also put some salt to start off with down in the bottom. And you don't have to use this big mason jar. I have like 15 lemons, so I'm gonna get them all down in there. Okay, I've seen people use quart jars. I'm going to use a half-gallon jar. I like those. They fit nicely in my pantry, and they look pretty. So I'm also going to take some bay leaves. Let me move this out the way here. I'm going to take some bay leaves and put down, and since I have so many lemons, I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not shy with my seasoning. I'm going to put some bay leaves down in there, some thyme, and I'm just going to put a few peppercorns down in there. Okay. So, another tool I forgot is my multi-purpose tool. Okay, and I'm going to show you what that's for. So once you get your lemon filled with the salt, you want to just sit it down in the mason jar. Well, you want to put it kind of right side up. And then we're going to repeat the process with these lemons. Okay, and we're going to fill them up. And so let me go ahead and get my lemons cut up and put the salt in them, and then I'll come back and show you how we fill this jar up. Okay?
Everything we talk, you know we living it. Living it. Hypocrite attack, we know them living it. Living it. Endurance, how we still in it. Still in it. Still in it. Danger boys, we killing it. We killing it. Israel have to go, you know we building it. Building it. Hypocrite attack, you know them living it. Living it. Endurance, how we still in it. Still in it. Still in it. Danger boys, we killing it. Chat them a chat, but them no want no drama. Better than put on a millstone in our water. We step on the scene.
We have all of the lemons filled with sea salt. Okay, so now we're gonna bring our mason jar back, and we are going to fill this mason jar with the lemons. Okay, and I want to press them down in here as much as possible. And you just want to keep pressing down, and you actually want to do this and release some of the juice from the lemons. Okay, and so that's what this my multi-purpose tool is. And if you've seen me in my other videos, you know I use it quite a bit. So I want my jar to look pretty. Okay. So, but you just want to press that down in there. Alright, let's get some more lemons in. So we just want to keep pressing down in here. And if you want to keep putting some salt in, just to fill up some of the gaps, that's fine. I was told that you can't use too much salt. They use different formaldehyde, and we know that formaldehyde is used in embalming. So you just want to keep pressing down. As you press down, it's releasing the juice from the lemons. So I'm trying to fill up these spaces. And I think I'm going to get all of these lemons in here. I probably could have pre-market safety testing or preview. They can require companies to submit reports. They don't have to do that. They don't have to submit those things. They don't have to report adverse reactions from the use of their products. And if they cannot recall toxic or dangerous products from the stores to show. When's the last time y'all seen a recall on a hair product? I'll wait. There we go. Never. So I'm going to use my tool here and kind of press down.
They do not have to do that. So when you think about a food recall, if the FDA issues a mandatory recall, they recall the peanuts and lettuce and take them off the shelves. But they're telling the story to take the products off the shelf. They have to tell why. They have to tell the consumers to throw away the product, not to use it. They're giving all these disclaimers and disclosures when they tell you to take food off. But they have never told you to take a dead-on product off the shelf. Because they don't have to. And even though they have found research
I am going to fill this whole
that a lot
jar
of these
up.
things
One
are
more.
such and such and such and such, but they still keep them on there because they don't have to. Do y'all remember a few years ago, I want to say back in 2017, that Wayne commercial? It was one of the celebrities. She was
So I'm going to keep pressing. And as you can see, that juice is starting to fill up the jar. Okay, and you want to leave some room at the top because as this fills, as it sits, it's going to continue to release more juice, and it's going to fill up. So, and I'm just going to take the rest of the salt that's on this plate here. That's why I use my plate, and I'm just going to put that right on top. There we go. Alright. And then all we're going to do is put our mason jar lid on.
She wasn't forced to take it off. I guess she was just trying to
Actually, I want to wipe the edge. Salt I have on around there. So I'm just going to put that top on there. And with this, I'm going to screw this as tight as I can.
Organic on the label. When it say organic and stuff, labels don't necessarily translate to fewer.
And we have it. Lemons. Now you want to let this sit for let's say 30 days. And when you come back, the skins are going to be nice and tender, and you can use this in a lot of dishes like fish dishes, chicken. You can use this in pastas, all kinds of stuff. But you know, hey, this keeps you when there's lemons on sale or they're in season, or any citrus fruit for that matter. When they're in season or on sale, you can get, you know, some, and then get plenty. And then this is just another way of preserving food. So yeah, make sure that's tight. I've seen it where you can, you know, continue to turn it upside down like this, and every so often you want to come and keep turning it like that, just so that all those flavors can mix in the jar. But I'm going to put this to the side, and we're going to repeat this process with the limes and then the oranges. Okay? So I'm going to cut up the limes same way we did the lemons, and I will be right back.
When we step on the scene, everything I get slaughtered. We a flood out the city with the spiritual water. And we a keep the laws, but I pretend them a pretend. You have to get correction, and we not go beg no friend. The works are go declare who God sent. You coulda never lead us straight on a God train.
Alright, so I have cut all of the limes, and I'll put salt in them. And now we're gonna prepare our mason jar. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side here. And same as before, we're gonna put some salt in the bottom of that. And this is sea salt. I have actually 2 different kinds of sea salt. I got this from the farmer's market. It's a natural sea salt. And you're supposed to use fine sea salt, but I got like 2 bags of these. They were like $3.49. And I already had this fine sea salt from Sam's Club, so I just mixed it together. Because if I had to use all of this, I wouldn't have had enough to preserve all of these fruits. So I mix them together. But you want to use either sea salt or kosher salt. I want to make that point. You don't want to use table salt because they have chemicals in them and cake preservatives and all that stuff. So you don't want to use table salt. Sea salt or kosher salt. Okay. So to get it started, I put some salt down in the bottom. And for this, I'm going to use peppers. So I got this nice big bag of peppers from the Issachar Farmers Market. This is what I got. So I got these Issachar, aka Mexican Farmers Market. Okay, so I got this big old bag, and I'm going to put these in a mason jar too. That's what the 4th mason jar is for. I'm going to put these in a mason jar. You vacuum seal a jar, and I'm going to have these for a long time. And I can't wait to go back and see what else they got. I didn't have time. I just picked these up, but wonderful. So, like I said, since I have this half-gallon jar, mason jar, I'm going to put quite a few peppers in here. I might add a few more. And this should add a nice kind of zing to your limes. Let me add a few more. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that in the bottom of there. And the same process, I'm gonna go ahead and fit these limes down into the mason jar and push them down to release the juices. So put these down in here. And my mason jar of lemons is already filled to the top with juices. So I'm gonna have to put that on top of a saucer or something, because I was told, well, sometimes they bubble up, and they might kind of seep out. So and if you happen to, when you are preserving your citrus, and you find that you don't have enough juice, try to let the juice naturally come out, release, instead of adding extra juice to it. These limes are not as juicy as my lemons were. So let's keep going and see what happens. Okay. So I'm going to continue to fit these down in here. I wonder if I'm going to fill up this jar. And I sure hope that some juice starts releasing here. I'm trying to squeeze. And bear with me. The noise in the background, I'm actually listening to a Zoom meeting. So I'm multitasking. There we go. So I gotta try to push down with my hand. I don't think I'm gonna fill this jar up with these limes. And that's okay. I actually had about 18 limes. Try to press down on here and release some of these juices. Last one. so yeah, that's what we have with the limes. And so what I'm going to do is just keep pressing to try to release some of these juices. I was hoping I would fill this up, but I guess not. Use all the limes I got from the store. Okay. Alright, so it is starting to release some juice now. I just wish I could have filled this jar up. I'm just going to take some of this salt off the plate. Not all of it. I think I got plenty of salt. And not too much salt is you can't use too much salt. Because what's going to happen when you get ready to use these is you're going to rinse the salt off. You're going to rinse the salt off anyway. You're not going to, let's see here. You're going to just kind of hold it upside down and let the salt run off of it. Okay. So as time goes on, this will fill up. I don't know if you see the juices in there. They're starting to release. I could have used a few more limes to fill this up. I'm not sure how that will affect the fermenting process if it's not completely full, but we will see. So let me wipe this off. Yeah. And I'm going to screw my lid on here really tight. And I don't know if I need to turn it upside down, but I'm just twisting this around in here. I might go to the store and get me some more limes probably tomorrow. I can't. I don't know if I'm an OCD, what you want to call it, but I want this full to the top with lime. So, but anyway, that's the process. I'm gonna sit this to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with the mandarin oranges. Okay, so I'm gonna cut those. Same process, and then I'll show you what I put in that mason jar, and go ahead and get it packed. Okay, so I'll be right back.
Still in it, danger boys, we killing it. We killing it. Israel have to go, you know we building it. Building it. Hypocrite attack, you know them lipping it. Lipping it. Endurance, how we still in it. Still in it. Still in it.
Alright, so I have sliced all of the oranges, cut them, put the salt inside them, and that's what they look like. And so now what we're gonna do is go ahead and get the mason jar ready. So again, we're gonna go ahead and take this some salt and put that in the bottom to get it started. Okay. And for the seasoning for this, since mandarin oranges are sweet, I saw this on a in my video, aka White Lady. So I put the cinnamon sticks in there. I have 3 cinnamon sticks, and I'm actually going to use some whole cloves. So that's about 10 cloves. I'm going to put that in there in the bottom. And again, I'm going to go ahead and sit these down, and these are actually some pretty juicy mandarin oranges. I'm going to put them down in there, so they will produce a lot of juice for me. And with those cinnamon sticks and cloves, I'm going to press these down. And they're already, juice is already spewing out of these. Alright, so let's go up got it too deep. Alright, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna continue to mix in here. Down a little. I don't know if I'm gonna fill up this jar. I actually got 2 bags of these mandarin oranges from the farmer's market. I know some people been eating on them. Let's see if we get this jar filled up. If we got enough or we need to go get some more. Alright. That one fall apart too. Alright. So we're almost done here. Okay. Alright. These I'm not having any problem with juice coming out. Oh, praises for that. One more after this. Alright. I could use maybe a few more oranges. But I use my multi-purpose tool again and press it down. You see it's already filling up with juice. And I'm gonna put the top on this. And we're good to go. Oh, let me see. So I'm gonna wipe any excess salt from around here. Oh, and I wanna put, this is a lot of, see how this is still juice from the orange. I'm gonna put that down in there. Never too much salt. And then I'm gonna use the remainder of the salt I have in this bowl and just put that right in there.
Having or showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else.
And we're all done. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to sit this in a cool, dark place out of direct sunlight. And there's our cinnamon sticks and everything down there. Those are our oranges. Okay, and I'm gonna put these in a cool, dark place. Let's see here. And like I said, I'm gonna put all of these chilies in my last mason jar. That's what the 4th mason jar was for. Matter of fact, let me get my funnel here. Oh, these smell so good. They're gonna be hot. Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna come back in 30 days and see how those the citrus fruits are doing, and then go ahead and use them. But these smell really good. Uh-oh.
Yes, he will not leave off until he dies.
Make sure this is down there. Alright. Get all these in here. I don't know if all these gonna fit in here. to force too much in there. So with this, I'm gonna vacuum seal it, and I'm gonna label it for the rest of my peppers. Ooh, that's hot. It's got in my windpipe. Alright, so I'll do that. Alright, so here we go. We have our lemons, limes, oranges, mandarin oranges, and I just put those. I bought these dried chili peppers from it's a car farmer's market, so I just stored them away. They look so pretty though. So these are gonna sit and ferment for 30 days. Again, I'm gonna go tomorrow and get some more limes because I want this to be filled to the top and have as less air in there as possible. So you want to get enough to fill your jar up. You can use quart-sized jars, you know, and just to make sure you're gonna get them filled up. I had a lot, and I might get a couple more of these too. But anyway, they're best if you wait 30 days before you use them. So again, I'm gonna sit these in a cool, dark place, and I got my dates on them, and we're gonna check back and see how they are in 30 days. Okay, so one other thing that you want to do is, because these jars are building up carbon dioxide in them, every day you want to come and you want to loosen the lids and burp, what you call burp it. And now you see the bubbles bubbling up. That's releasing carbon dioxide out of the jars. If you do not do this and they continue to build, the carbon dioxide builds up in here, your jars can actually burst. So you'll hear a little a sound releasing that carbon dioxide. So yeah, see, yeah. Just loosen them, and then you can tell it's not full because then you can press your lids down. When you come every day and you don't hear this sound, that means it's full of pressure, and you need to release that pressure on your jars in this process. Okay, so we don't want anybody's jars exploding in the pantry, so make sure that it's called burping your jars. Burp your jars every day.
You showed me the fruit of your labor shows. It's evident to heaven sent. You showed us how to keep the laws. Repentant souls, kingdom calls. Strengthening the family bond. You showed us we're worthy. We're no longer worldly.